Justin, it started so well, but all seemed to break down in that third quarter. Can you give us your thoughts on where things went wrong through that period?
Yeah, to be honest, it's probably a little bit before half time. We started losing the field position battle, mainly off the contest, and then in that third quarter, we couldn't handle them around the contest. They got well on top. They were able to use their numbers. And then we just succumbed to their pressure. So that's disappointing. They had weight of numbers on their side. We had more passengers than them. And it was a bit of a reality check from us, to be honest, for us.
Yeah. You spoke last week about team defence. How did that go today? Did you seem to lose a bit of structure in that part of the game?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. We couldn't win any contests behind the ball. Our backs didn't defend well one-on-one or didn't support each other enough. And then when it hit the ground, we got our hands on it. We didn't handle their pressure in our back 50, and we either kicked the ball back to them or gave it to someone under more pressure than the ball carrier. So, the defensive aspect was really poor. We felt like our contest was decent in the first half. Our ball movement was good. We moved the ball the way we wanted to move the ball, and we scored. But that second quarter defensively in particular, we just allowed West Coast to score too easily, and that continued on into the third quarter really. So, it was disappointing.
Now, how much did personnel down back with losing Hughes and Chapman clearly struggling too with the shoulder? How much of that play a part, not in the result, but that pressure down back and being able to handle the forwards, the Eagles forwards?
Well, clearly it plays a part. Hughes has been one of our better contest players and better defenders this year. And Chappie obviously copped a big knock on that shoulder early. But then, you haven't got Ryan and you haven't got the key defensive support that we've got out at the moment. It's probably, weight of numbers weren't in our favour. But I just think we could have done a lot better than what we did. I mean, there was just some basic defensive errors, basic contest errors behind the ball that, allowed easy scores. And I thought, we jumped into the game really well, but then, just some poor contest, poor defensive errors allowed them to just get back into the game, and we just allowed scores way too easily. And then they obviously got on top in the contest in that third quarter and defended us better, but that we couldn't defend them. So, it's disappointing.
Chapman had a real crack today. He seemed to be clearly under duress with his shoulder. Do you expect him to be all right for next week, or do you think that there's doubt with, did he just push through because he had to? You'd already subbed out Hughes.
We think he'll be all right. Clearly, he's going to be sore for a little bit early in the week. He's a competitor, and he's a tough bugger. So he's really proud of the way he fought it out after copping such a big hit. But fingers crossed that we can get him up for next week.
You touched on that it was a bit of a reality check for you guys. Is that the point that you hammer home to everyone that we still have a fair way to go?
Yeah, we do. We do have a fair way to go, and I never thought after winning 3 in a row we were the end product. We had too many inconsistent players today against a side that against a side that had just even contributors all over the ground. So we're still in a development phase. We're still we'll take the lessons from today. Individuals will learn from it and look to improve certain aspects that they need to. But overall, we need to get better in the contests as a team. Can't rely on too few. And we need players under pressure to be able to execute their roles better. We got challenged in that third quarter on the scoreboard, and too much of our game just fell away. It started at the contest, but other areas of the game that we were trying to execute fell away as well. And that just comes back to all players executing their role. And, West Coast had a lot more players willing to do that than we did.
And do you expect to get Ryan back next week?
Oh, he'll be touch and go. So we'll just see how it plays out. Fingers crossed he comes back, but yeah, it'll be touch and go.
He obviously played Justin, so he got through, but was Brennan Cox a touch and go situation today? Was he under any duress to play?
No, he was cleared to play yesterday after he got through a captain's run. I thought, he was right to go. So, judge him on being fully fit.
Justin, it's been a long time since the club's obviously beaten West Coast and won a derby. Your fans will be frustrated. They were as vulnerable today as what they've been in a long time against you. What's your message to them as they're sitting at home having watched that?
Oh, I understand disappointment. I wouldn't have liked to watch what they would have watched in that third quarter in the second half. We need to get more consistent across all positions on the field. Probably relying on too few to do too much at the moment. And we need to get more consistent at executing our roles, but we also need to get more consistent in the contest and get better. There's no sugarcoating it. We need to get better as a club and a team. So that starts Tuesday when we get back to the club.
So you dropped down up here briefly. Did you mention how bad Hughes was? It froze as you might have been discussing.
Yeah, Hughesy obviously got a big hit on that shoulder. And he's going to have to get that scanned, and we won't be able to give you too much information until we get that done. So he'll get that done tomorrow, and we'll put something out